You need to watch this until the end, because what starts as a small moment of disrespect turns into a lesson about power, bias, and how systems really change. Most people would walk away from this situation angry. Almost nobody would do what happens next. Picture first class on a long international flight. Crystal glasses, linen napkins, steak and salmon. And then one passenger is handed a limp ham sandwich on a plastic tray, told, without explanation, that this is what's available for him. This is how bias usually works, not loudly, not with insults, but through quiet decisions that seem small enough to ignore. Psychologists call this assumptive sorting, deciding who deserves what based on appearance alone. Diego Santos doesn't raise his voice, he doesn't argue. He does something far more dangerous. He documents everything, because he understands something most people don't. Systems only change when evidence forces them to. Most people think this story is about revenge, but that's not where it's going. What happens next is about something much harder: accountability. Around him, other passengers look away. That's another lesson. Silence doesn't mean neutrality. It means the system gets permission to continue. Research shows that when discrimination happens in public spaces, fewer than 10% of witnesses intervene, not because they agree, but because discomfort feels safer than involvement. What no one on that plane knows is that Diego didn't grow up in comfort. His father worked baggage claims. His mother sewed clothes late into the night. Flying wasn't a luxury. It was something that once denied her dignity. And here's where it gets interesting. Diego doesn't want a better meal. He wants the truth preserved exactly as it is. He keeps the sandwich, because real change doesn't start with apologies. It starts with confronting reality exactly as it exists. This is what organizational experts call symbolic accountability, a physical object that forces decision-makers to confront consequences they usually never see. Behind the scenes, flight attendants whisper, phones come out, someone recognizes the name, the mood shifts. Power always shifts quietly first. Only after the plane lands does the truth surface. Diego Santos now owns a controlling share of the airline, not as a stunt, as a responsibility. Most people stop the story here, but this next part is what almost nobody talks about. Instead of firing people, Diego redesigns the system: training, oversight, metrics. Because removing one person doesn't fix a broken structure. Punishment feels satisfying, reform is uncomfortable, and that's why most companies choose the first and avoid the second. A retired teacher who saw everything understands this instantly. Education isn't about shaming, it's about expanding what people are capable of seeing. Bias doesn't come from cruelty, it comes from limited exposure repeated long enough to feel normal. And normalization is the most dangerous force in any institution. The flight attendant isn't fired. She's given a choice: leave unchanged or stay and help rebuild what she once contributed to breaking. That choice is the real test, not power, not money, but whether someone is willing to grow when the cost is humility. New policies roll out, complaints are tracked, leadership is measured not just by profit, but by fairness. This is how real reform actually looks: slow, boring, effective. Diego keeps 2 reminders in his office: a photo of his mother outside an airport she was once denied entry to, and the sandwich that proved why change was necessary. Here's the lesson most people miss. Dignity isn't protected by intentions, it's protected by systems designed to prevent harm, even when no one is watching. Think about how many small injustices you've seen and dismissed as not worth the trouble. Now imagine what they add up to over time. In the next 5 minutes, ask yourself this: if you had real power tomorrow, would you use it to win or to build stairs so others don't have to climb alone? Comment with your answer and subscribe if you want more stories that don't just move you, but change how you see the world.